What is Cafe Mocha? Experts, celebrities.
Hey, this is John Legend.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
I am Ian Levinson.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Tamar Braxton.
Music and features from a woman's perspective. Intriguing conversation. The Swag Award. Espresso. The MC Light Mix. Radio from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Cafe Mocha.
I'm Angelique, and this weekend on Cafe Mocha, MC Light and I just got back from the 20th Anniversary Essence Festival presented by Coca-Cola, and I've got the highlights. Plus, USA Network has a brand new show coming called Satisfaction, so we're asking, how do you get satisfaction in your marriage? Is being faithful even realistic? First up this weekend, Kelly Price.
Like you.
It's Cafe Mocha. MC Light and I were down at the 20th Anniversary Essence Festival where I got a chance to talk to Kelly Price. It's Cafe Mocha sitting here live with Kelly Price, 20th Anniversary of Essence. And first of all, I wish you could put your foot up on this table because those shoes are ridiculous.
The shoe, you know what? I'm a sneaker junkie, but I love heels also. Okay. So this is my wonderful compromise. This is like a Converse All-Star with a 5-inch pump.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now, did they specially make it for Kelly Price?
It's not, but I seek out unique items online, and I'm dangerous in the middle of the night. I have to try to shut myself down because when everybody's asleep, I can order up some shoes.
See, you as bad as me. But how do you order shoes that you haven't worn/tried on?
Well, the sites that I go to, I actually am very familiar with, and I'm a size 10, and I am a true size 10.
Okay.
So I've never tried on a size 10 that doesn't work for me. Okay. So that's the good thing about it. So I order my size 10s, and in some shoes, I order that 11 because with being on the planes all the time, sometimes you get a little swollen.
That's the truth.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that if that's happening, sometimes I'll get both sizes to make sure if I swell up a little, I'm good.
Now, let's talk about this new single, It's My Time. First of all, thank you for doing something upbeat. Second of all, I love the lyrics.
Thank you. You know what? Moving up on my 40th birthday, I was really reflective about everything. Life, being married, having children, grown children. I was empty nesting, thinking about the accomplishments I've made, thinking about the things that I missed because I wasn't necessarily prepared or in the right place or in the right moment, whether it was emotionally or spiritually or financially or whatever, and really looking forward to the remainder of my life and living it out with all of those lessons in tow so that I don't repeat the same mistakes and that I don't even get caught up in the things that worked for me in the past because what worked at 25 doesn't work at 40.
That's true.
Ain't gonna work at 45 or 50, but using it to propel myself to say that if I did it then, I can do it again.
Absolutely.
So It's My Time literally is that. That is what I tell myself now, is what I'll be telling myself for the rest of my life. I don't believe that it never not can be my time. That's the wisdom of life that comes along and it's landed in Sing, Pray, Love, which will be 3 volumes because it was too much of an epiphany to put all on one record.
Okay.
So volume 1 is Sing, volume 2 will be Pray, volume 3 will be Love. But I'm really excited about it. I'm literally, there are just things even that you may have heard your entire life that begin to make better sense to you and connect with where you are as you get older.
On the way, I'm asking Kelly Price how she gets satisfaction in her marriage. That's coming up on Cafe Mocha.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Kiss. It's Cafe Mocha. Angelique celebrating the 20th Anniversary Essence Festival presented by Coca-Cola. Got a chance to talk to Kelly Price, and the big question on my mind, what's next for Kelly? How's the marriage? How's the marriage going?
22 years it will be in 3 weeks.
Wow, happy anniversary.
Thank you very much. You know what? I say there but for the grace of God. Marriage is a job. And we're at the point now where he can't divorce me and I can't divorce him. I told him, if you decide you don't want to be with me no more, you might just have to come up missing.
I love it. Now, USA is doing a new TV show called Satisfaction. It's about this couple. They've been married for like 5-7 years, something like that. And they're starting to creep, and they're trying to get satisfaction. How do you, after 20-odd years of marriage, get satisfaction? How do you guys keep it fresh and hot?
You decide. It is an on-purpose decision because he doesn't look like he looked when I met him. I actually think I look better. But I don't look like I looked when I met him. And then you get into, marriage is ebb and flow. It's highs and lows. But you make up your mind, just like you make up your mind that you're going to lose that weight. You make up your mind you're going to get that degree. You make up your mind that you're going to be successful as a career. I think that people, when they go in, they tell myself, well, if this don't work for me, I'll just go try something else.
Right.
You have to go in, and if the person was good enough to get your attention, now if they tricked you and they on some other kind of stuff, do what you got to do and get out from underneath that. But if this is really the person that you met and you fell in love with, then they're worth putting the effort into, because believe me, just like there's a lot about them that you learned after the fact that you were like, ugh, they felt that way too.
Right.
But if you're a person that wants to be in a relationship, if this doesn't work, you're going to find yourself in another one, and there's always going to be a reason to say goodbye. Right. So you have to decide what and who is worth it.
It's Cafe Mocha. I am here live at Essence Fest, the 20th anniversary. And of course, USA has a new show coming out called Satisfaction. And it's basically about this couple. They've been married for a few years. Stuff's starting to get stale and whatever. And I'm talking to the married men about how you keep it fresh. How long you been married?
I've been married for 37 years.
What do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living? I'm a radio announcer here in New Orleans at Old School 106.7.
Nice! So being in radio, the opportunities for extra booty are limited. Well, I mean, it's just the truth.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
How have you, for 35 years, managed to keep it in your pants, so to speak?
The way I do it is just to watch and don't touch.
Okay.
I love eye candy. It's a good thing.
Now, how about satisfaction? You go home to the same woman every day. How do you keep it fresh for even 5 years, let alone 35?
Well, as long as you're making money and she's satisfied, you're satisfied, everything's going to be everything.
Okay, but there's tons of men out there that ain't making money. Things ain't right, So the only way we get to keep our women happy is with money?
But you must also have conversation. That's the best thing. That's the only way I think. Communication, put it that way.
I'm not liking the whole communication word, because that's the second time I heard somebody say communicate. I thought it was sex.
Well, that's a very important thing. You've got to have that,
I probably shouldn't go any further, but advice for the women to keep the marriage hot.
Make sure your man gives you what you want, when you want it, and how you want it.
Are we talking about sex again?
Yes, we are.
Next hour, the Braxton sisters talk about getting satisfaction. Well, one of them does. And make sure you catch Satisfaction July 17th, 10 p.m. on USA.
This is Cafe Mocha. Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha. We're celebrating the 20th anniversary Essence Festival presented by Coca-Cola. On the way, Tamar Braxton talks about how she really feels about Lonnie Love. And their new talk show, The Real, is coming up right here at Cafe Mocha. Cafe Mocha. I'm Angelique, celebrating the 20th anniversary Essence Festival with a look at some of our favorite moments, like when I sat down to talk to Tamar Braxton. I have one question, because Lonnie Love is a part of Cafe Mocha. How is it working with that half up? Tell the truth.
She's amazing. I love Lonnie. Me and Lonnie kikis all the time. And she keeps it so real. You ever met somebody and off the bat you just 100? And I mean, she's amazing, and I'm a real girl's girl. And so, we just laugh and talk about things and sometimes people, but we have a good time. Lonnie's crazy.
Lonnie is from Detroit. Some of my favorite people from Detroit. I enjoy her too. She's a great friend.
Yes.
She's wonderful. She's
nice too.
She does. I don't take any of it, but so The Real is coming soon. How excited are you?
I'm so excited, so blessed. I love those crazy gals, and so I can't wait.
A big change from being on the road and doing music. How are you adjusting to that?
Great. Really, I'm going to do shows on weekends, and so I'm excited about that because I'm working on my new album, and everything else is just documented. So the Braxtons is not like scripted or neither is Tamar event, so they just follow us. And really, The Real brings normalcy to my life because I get to be in one place, and I know how long I'm going to be there, and I can bring my baby to work, so it's amazing.
Oh, yes!
first. Use a lie. It's the truth. You know, it wasn't planned. However, I'm glad he's here. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Evan.
So how have you changed since having the baby?
You know, really honestly, I used to be all about my career. I'm not all about it. Nothing mattered, right? But now it's about Logan and, you know, how is he going to adjust and what he's going to do first before anything else, before we make any moves. So that has changed a lot in Vince and our life. And you'll see that on Take My Vince. It's very interesting to see us.
Well, we're very excited about the reel, and just leave a message for Lonnie.
Lonnie, take them damn ugly shoes off, okay? Thank you.
You ain't never lied.
Aren't they terrible? Aren't they terrible? She was sending me Instagrams of her feet with them ugly black travel shoes. They're terrible shoes. Catastrophe of life.
Look, she a comedian. She ain't used to having no money, so.
She got a coin now. And let me tell you something, I might get her some kitten heels and she better wear them.
Here we go.
I asked Tawanda and Trina Braxton how they get satisfaction in marriage, and here's what happened.
We try and keep it new and fresh, just like how when we first met each other.
So that means you still wear the 90s and all that sort of, you don't let him see you without makeup and...
You haven't seen the latest study where they say it's best to sleep without any clothes on?
Absolutely, I've heard that.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we do.
How do you remain satisfied in marriage?
Communication. Because everything is not about the physical. Before you can get to the physical, the mental has to be right.
No, Tawanda.
I love you, Angelique.
This is Cafe Mocha.
Cafe Mocha was at the 20th Anniversary Essence Festival presented by Coca-Cola, and so was half of Mary Mary. I talked to Erica Campbell about the big new change. It's Cafe Mocha. I am standing here with half of Mary Mary, Erica Campbell, here doing solo stuff. How's it feel?
It feels amazing. It is wonderful to kind of evolve and become a better version of yourself, to learn more about yourself, be independent, and be comfortable in doing something different. It's very different from what you've done. It takes a lot of guts to do that, and if you knew me before, you know this is like a big stretch for me, but I am loving this process.
Well, how is it that it's a stretch? I mean, we see you, you're confident, you sing, you've been doing this, so you're doing it by yourself.
You know, when you're with your little sister and it's family and you don't like certain things, you just keep it moving, or you have arguments, you just keep on going, or you have desires to do other things. It's like, no, we're together, this is what that's how my mom raised us. Differences come, I don't care, you stick together, you do this, but you know, as you grow older, I'm going, but I really want to do this though. And I wouldn't have done it had not the turbulence in our life come. And when that came, it was like, you know what, it's time. I'm going to let you keep giving me no's. I'm going to take your no, and I'm going to go and do something different. And she supported me all along the way. It was a little challenging because with a new solo career, it's hard to define what exactly has happened. So, you know, Tina like answers 1, 2, 3s and ABCs, and I didn't have them to give her. So that was our challenge, trying to figure out what's going to happen with the album. How long will you do it? I said, well, now, if I get a whole lot of sales and, you know, a whole lot of radio play, I'm going to pause for a minute and do this. So, you know, it's cool. I've thoroughly enjoyed this process. The album was #1 for, I think, 6 weeks, and I was just so outdone because God can always dream a bigger dream than you can. He has absolutely exceeded my expectations.
And of course, I have to ask you about what it's like being here at Essence year after year. And of course, this is the 20th anniversary.
Yes, it is amazing. You see beautiful black people. You know, I live in LA, so it's a mixed culture.
Yeah.
So to come here and see such variations of beautiful black faces and the confidence that the women have and the men have, it's just wonderful to see and be around and experience the empowerment panels and all the information that's given. And it's a really good time.
The light mix is on the way. I'm Angelique with your Cafe Mocha Espresso. This July, USA Network presents the summer's most provocative new drama series, Satisfaction, a modern love story which asks the question, would you risk your marriage to save it? So I went around asking, is monogamy even realistic?
I think it's very possible for people to have a successful monogamous relationship. I think what's important is that you both share the same values. I think it's something that you're brought up with, for one. And two, you got to make sure that two of you communicate and really know each other.
How do you stay happy in a long-term marriage?
First of all, I believe that you need a lot of forgiveness, both for you and your partner. And you got to leave a lot of things in the past and try to move forward. Second of all, you can't fix people. You got to have more than just saying, I can help that person and I can make them better, because you can't.
The series premiere of Satisfaction is Thursday, July 17th at 10/9 Central, only on USA. I'm Angelique, and that's the Espresso.
This is Cafe Mocha. Cafe Mocha.
Yes, y'all, it's Cafe Mocha. MC light up in the spot with the light mix. Of course, we have Lonnie Love and Angelique, and we are getting busy. I love it. Make sure to check us out, cafemocharadio.com. Coming to a city near you. For real, though. I love it.
Wrapping up the show with the light mix. I'm sure MC Light had as much fun as I did down in New Orleans at the 20th Anniversary Essence Festival. It's one of those events that you should do. Everybody should do at least once. Next weekend, we'll have more Best of Essence. Until then, you can find us everywhere at Cafe Mocha Radio.
Cafe Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Westwood One. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. Writer and producer Angelique Perrin. For comments, booking, and more information, visit cafemocharadio.com.